part of me feels bad. I mean, maybe I don't feel bad. I mean, like, I would want someone to go get these things for me. However, I also take pride in doing things for myself. And it's kind of like a principle thing that's like he just enjoys telling me to do stuff. Like you saw in the video earlier, he's like, grab an onion. It's just, I don't know. I don't like being told what to do. I don't like it. It's not my thing. And like, I don't like people taking up my time and like, you know, telling me what to do with my time, and most of all, having to spend my time basically doing things for you. I mean, it's a weird thing. I love to do things to help people out, yet he's at home doing nothing, and he can easily go out and go pick up the 4 things or 5 things, whatever he sent me, especially after he's being a douchebag about fucking toilet paper. Right? I really felt like I needed some time alone and away and disconnected. So I'm just basically driving around, and I don't even really need a charger right now. I have a charger at home. Yet at the same time, I don't want to go home because I don't want to deal with him. I just want to be alone. And he's just knocking on my door all the time, and he's so nosy. What'd you get in the package? What's that? Oh, by the way, here's your mail. This is what's inside your mail. It's just like, ugh. Don't know what it is. It's reminding of like my mom. When I was younger with my mom, I used to get like super irritated just being around her. I would just like, go bonkers. It's just something about it. Now, I did actually mention something to my parents once, actually, when we went to the Keys. I'm not sure if I brought this up in the past. However, it does weigh heavily on my mind all the time. So, I think my uncle touched me when I was a baby, right? And then, so I was thinking that would be one of the only things that I could think of that since such a young child that I would have that kind of like aggression towards my mom. Like maybe subconsciously in my mind I felt like she let that happen to me kind of thing. Or like, I don't even know what it is. That's the only thing I could ever think of what it is. And then I actually brought it up to my parents, and both of them got extremely upset. My dad got mad, and then my mom kind of just started crying. And like, that was just an uncomfortable situation all in itself. However, I wanted to address what my intuition was saying and a legitimate concern of my childhood and things that had happened. And I mean, I know there's family drama basically, like where he touched other people in the family. So what makes me any freaking different as a baby touching me? So for me, that just makes sense why at like 5 years old I was hypersexual. Personally, usually that type of sexuality at such a young age happens from basically being fondled or experiencing sexual experiences in your youth. It also tends to happen to Aspie and autism, which is also a possibility, I suppose. I don't really know. I just know that I have a lot of anger. Not really. I mean, am I angry? I don't know. It's like it's more pain than anything, and frustration. Lots of frustration and confusion and not understanding. It would be great if this could just stay right here. Yeah, I'm trying to find ways to rig it, like maybe if I like use this and then like that. See? Smart. Smart! You put the steering wheel down? Maybe turn my car off. Ugh. want quiet time with just me and Source. And part of me wants to even film that experience and share the solitude and enjoyment of such things occurring. I feel so at peace right now, a little bit actually. I mean, my mind's wandering to Dennis and his upsetness with me because I am not dropping everything I'm doing to go cater to his services. I'm not even interested in the soup he made, okay? I'm unsure what to do with myself. I'm just like, most of all, I'm really excited to leave. And part of me wants to bring with me a bunch of spiritual things. I'm interested in bringing a crystal or a yoga mat, considering even switching out my bags. I don't know, I've already packed like 2 bags. I didn't really bring much. I brought a few bathing suits to make some videos for my accounts. I have a custom video I'm working on. I'm pretty excited to work on that. That's going to be a lot of fun, especially making DTS film it. That's gonna be fun. And the bathtub is pretty big and pretty cool. It's in the middle of the room. I think that I'm going to make some cool stuff. That's exciting. I'm going to want to pick up Epsom salt if I can. Hopefully I can find somewhere nearby. Perhaps take an Uber or something and go get some Epsom salt. And then make it like a super spiritual experience. Perhaps I could even pick up some candles right now. And create some sort of cool ambiance. If I switch to the big duffel bag, then I can bring my tripod. And that's also a nuisance to set up. Especially since one of them is broken and the other one isn't really made for what I'm trying to use it for. I'm going to have to one day play with all that equipment. I need peace in my sanity. I really could use a wide open space of area that is just all mine and where I'm all alone, like almost all the time. Yet I'm struggling to even make up my mind if I want to stay here in this city or not. Part of me is just fried. I've been here so long. Being in Miami yesterday made me think about how maybe I want to go back there. Yet something else keeps telling me no way and to not go backwards. And I've lived in Florida my entire life, so something keeps telling me to leave this state. Yet that's also frightening for me, and with my father's condition, I'm terrified to leave him, basically. I love him so much. Yet, I'll tell you what, if I think about this all the time, if my father didn't have to run his own business and be in school and do all the things he's doing now, he would be in the Philippines. He would be somewhere else. And he would want me to do the same thing. So I really need to find where my soul is, where my heart is, and where I want to be. I'm kind of lost right now. Like, it's pretty frustrating. And I think about how things in my room, like, it's such a tight space basically, and I don't have a lot of room for getting creative because like everything I own is basically in my room except for a few pieces of art that are at Carmine's Boutique in Orlando and a Tupperware bin basically that's in the living room that I haven't gone through since 2012, 2013. So that's on the list before I move for sure. I have to make myself small and let go of a lot of things. Something keeps telling me to basically pack up everything and go somewhere else. And it would be most convenient if I could go somewhere that's like 2 hours away. It's kind of confusing, really, deciding where to go. I have almost basically too much freedom. Nothing solid, no structure. I have a job that can be easily replaced. The school thing isn't really going through. Even though I submitted all my paperwork, I'm still not approved as a Florida resident, even though I've been a Florida resident my entire freaking life. So it's like, what is the universe trying to tell me? What is going on? What am I to do next? I need a sacred space is all I keep obsessing about. Can you imagine if I could just have like a room that is just my bed, and then another room basically where I can spread out all my crystals and completely get creative and make art again? I'm struggling to see where I can have so much spacious room. It's hard to visualize. I keep setting my eyes back to that $1,200 a month place, and he said he's willing to negotiate a year lease. However, I don't even know if I really want to be here a year. I'm going to have to do some kinesiology and test on that. Now, before I let you go, I'd like to do the prayers. I have this as my in-car thing, and I haven't finished the other part, which is in my phone. There's other parts, however, this is the main part I have to get down. And perhaps you can memorize them with me. And it's always awkward, because even admitting that this exists is also kind of uncomfortable. However, I'm going to keep doing my homework and be open to refinement. To all chakras at all levels, please send all the energy necessary to correct the blocks, recognize, and the causative factors thereof, no matter where they are located, at every level of the body, mind, emotion, soul, and spirit complex, anywhere in time and or space. These energies are to go wherever they are needed in priority sequence to effect safe and permanent corrections, and to embrace these changes into wholeness. Again, to all chakras at all levels, please send all the energy necessary to correct the blocks, recognize, and all the causative factors thereof, no matter where they are located at every level of the body, mind, emotion, soul, and spirit complex, anywhere in time and or space. These energies are to go wherever they are needed in priority sequence to effect safe and permanent corrections and to embrace these changes into wholeness. One more time. To all chakras at all levels, please send all the energy necessary to correct the blocks, recognize, and the causative factors thereof, no matter where they are located, at every level of the body, mind, emotion, soul, and spirit complex, anywhere in time and or space. These energies are to go wherever they are needed in priority sequence to effect safe and permanent corrections and to embrace these changes into wholeness. I think I can go one more time. To all chakras at all levels, please send all the energy necessary to correct the blocks, recognize, and all the causative factors thereof, no matter where they are located at every level of the body, mind, emotion, soul, and spirit complex, anywhere in time and or space. These energies are to go wherever they are needed in priority sequence to effect safe and permanent correction